new survey out this week about what adults feel is the biggest health problem facing American kids. It is not teenage pregnancy. It is not drug abuse. It's actually that their kids are couch potatoes. Not getting enough exercise was ranked as a major problem. So how can we moms and dads motivate our kids? This is a man who knows, a former Olympic trainer, Almon Gunter, a motivational speaker. Good to have you back here in the morning.
How you doing, Bruce? Good to be here.
All right, let's talk about what mom and dad can do. It's one thing to talk to your kids, but they really have to, what you say, lead from the front.
Exactly. I mean, kids do what they see their parents do. So I think as parents, if they get out and see us be more active, make better choices when it comes to eating, just little things like that will jumpstart the kid to going, you know what, we want this lifestyle too.
So mom and dad have to set the example. And you know, the reality is we hear about the cutbacks in schools with PE being taken out.
Exactly.
Mom and dad have to fill the void. Number 2 on your list, you say start each morning with a little exercise routine. Gets the blood pumping.
Well, I think, you know what, little simple things like if you just get out of bed and do 15 push-ups and 15 sit-ups in the morning, and then, you know, when you get home from school, you do 15 and 15, and before you go to bed at night, 15 and 15, it's about 10 minutes of your day. But at the end of the week, you've accomplished 225 push-ups, 225 sit-ups, which is 900 a month, which is 10,800 a year.
So if people say I don't have time, that's just not true.
There's plenty of time.
Yeah. All right, let's on the heels of starting to morning with an exercise routine, you say through the day you've got to move it, move it.
You got to move it. So you know what? You can just march in place, a little simple march in place, you know, 1-minute increments. If you're in a place where you can actually run a little bit, so I say, you know, walk, run, walk, run, walk, run. And it doesn't have to be, you know, 20 minutes. It could be 10 minutes. Start with something simple because as you get more and more fit, then you'll do more and more.
Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of times, those of us who are a little older know you get out of bed and you hear the bones creak and you ache a little bit. But the bottom line is if you help your kids build some flexibility, they'll build strength, emotional and physical.
Exactly. And really the key to fitness is flexibility. So when they're sitting around doing homework, they can simply stretch. If they're sitting around, you know, we know that they're on those video games, but we like them to get up and stretch more. The more flexible you are, believe it or not, as an athlete, you're going to run faster.
And a lot of what we do, it's all about choices. So when it comes to eating, make smart choices and also hydrate.
Well, hydration is really the key, but it's the choices that you make. So what I like to say is we know that everyone likes their sweets and they're not going to cut them out altogether. But you know what? Just pick one thing per week to say, I'm not going to eat this, you know, I'm going to back down. And it's a little easier to eat fruit versus candy. I mean, that's a lot more healthy.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Almon has a great book out. I've just started reading it. Tell people the title and where they can get it.
The book is called The Super Freak Way, Focus to Win. I mean, it's on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles and also on my website, almonguntermotivates.com. But it's a great book. It's about promoting a healthy lifestyle, but more creating what you want.
And you know, I mentioned to you off air before we started, I've been through the first 2 or 3 chapters, and you just said the key there. It's focus to win. If your mindset is that you can do this,
exactly,
you can do it.
Exactly. You know what? You have to just be really committed to it.
Almon Gunter, we'll have you back.
It's always good, Bruce.